Let's have some fun on Fridays, and this one is called Say What Now? We are on so many calls with so many people, and I love people who just love to use big words. And a lot of times they use them incorrectly. So they want to sound smart, but they really don't. And especially if you know what the words mean, and using words incorrectly just confuses people. Sometimes it amuses them, like myself. It looks like you just sort of swallowed a thesaurus or used AI to come up with a bunch of jargon. And so let's laugh at some of the worst offenders. And please, let's try not to be that person. Here's a couple, and let me know if you have others. Put them in the comments because I'm sure I'm missing some. But we got to start with irregardless. I hear this way too often. And if you look it up, it's actually not a word. It's not a word at all. Regardless is, but irregardless is not. And plus, it's sort of like a double negative. Ensure, I love when people put this in writing. I want to ensure that something happens. And, I worked in insurance for 20 years. And so I'm wondering if somebody actually wants to take out a policy as opposed to ensuring with an E that something actually gets done. So, yes, you're not taking out a policy on the words. And then the use of literally and literally using the word, right? The business team will literally riot if something goes wrong. It's like, well, do they though? Do we need our riot gear? And so let's not use literally when we don't mean it. I could care less, which is great because you're saying that you can care less, in which case why say it at all? Now, if you couldn't care less, then it's physically impossible to care less, and it's literally the lowest possible amount of caring. See how I used literally? Biweekly is another good one in meetings because I get confused. Is biweekly twice a week? Is it every 2 weeks? Is it semi-weekly? Some people think that that's twice a week. Maybe we should go to the European version of fortnightly, which might let's bring that back into our lexicon so we can use that. Leverage is great because use doesn't sound corporate enough. And then the classic battle of effect versus affect, and nobody wins because nobody seems to understand. So again, I'm sure there are plenty more in there, but here's some tips for using big words. Use the words you understand. Uh, and short words are powerful. Just be succinct. And if it needs a footnote, pick another. Human humor's fine. People remember jokes and not paradigms. And look, if your grandmother doesn't get it, you might want to rethink your words. And sometimes they don't make you sound smart. They just make you sound like corporate Mad Libs. You just picked a bunch of words and you tried to throw them into a sentence. And remember, there's sometimes people on the calls that are super smart and they actually understand what you're saying and what you mean, and you might lose some credibility there. So let's bring it all together. Words are tools and not decorations. You do not want to lead to confusion with people, and just be simple. Don't be complicated. Just make it simple. If your intention is to have people understand what you're saying, if your intention is to try to sound smart, then maybe that's okay. But you should question the intention then, if that's the case, if you're on a call. And so, next time you want to say synergistic paradigm shift, just say a new idea. So, and finally, don't be literally impactful, irregardless of bandwidth. Hopefully that helped, and put some more ones in the comments because I'm sure there's plenty more where that came from. Thanks for watching.